What it is, y'all. This is a day in the life of a billionaire. And so first thing we got at 8 a.m. I wake up. I wake up and I finish what I was working on before I fall asleep, and then I get dressed. I get dressed.
So this is my day in the life. I'm the editor. He's the billionaire. I'm working for him. I get up. I like to do a couple stretches when I get up to get in the mood and, get stretched out before I get on to my doings. Because, I have a long day ahead of me.
Then I like to check my mail after I get dressed. I love checking my mail. There's good things in my mailbox, like a bill or a check, and sometimes there's even coffee. I love getting coffee out my mailbox, and really gets me started for the day because I don't drink water or I.
What I like to do, I like to pour me a glass of milk, some almond milk preferably, and then I open a packet of hot chocolate, pour some in there, and then I put some creamer. And this is what I do to start my day to get me refreshed. This is what I do.
Then I head down to the main part of town to do my good duties, my good errands. I run some errands and things like that.
I start off my day pretty slow compared to my boss. My boss is always on the go and doing stuff with money, and then he sends me my check. I count my money, which is a couple of bucks. He doesn't pay me much, even though he's a billionaire. And I count it and just think about my life and what I'm gonna do with this money and how I'm gonna pay my bills. So then I get on with my day.
I love helping the community, so I grab my broom and I start sweeping in the alley. I think sweeping's always good. It's always good to remember where you came from. Before I was rich, I swept inside. Now I'm rich enough to sweep outside. So I really do appreciate a good sweep now and then. No.
I got a family to feed at home, so I start off simple. I make some lunch, some fries, cut up the potatoes. I make a good bit of fries because I have to feed my whole family of six and I have to take care of them. My boss doesn't take care of me very much, so I have to make food instead of buy fast food. I edit for him a lot. He doesn't really appreciate what I do for him, even though he's a billionaire.
And I sit down. I talk to my lovely lady. It's always good to check up and touch bases. A relationship really values communication. Well, that is if I am in a relationship. Other than that, I just practice. I just practice.
Every morning there's an old lady that goes by my house. This is what I like to do when she goes by my house. I like to give her a blessing. So I come up and rob her, take a couple of bucks from her so I can have extra little cash on my hands. She does this every day. I'm pretty sure she has dementia. I rob her every single day. This is part of my day in the life, basically. Just rob her, hit her, run away.
After practice, I like to have my meetings. We meet, discuss content ideas, other things like that. Our next video, props and stuff, just to keep the money flowing and everything like that. So.
After that, I get on call, my Zoom call with my boss and the employees of our company. And my boss yells at me a lot. He yells at me even more. He tells me how many projects I need to have done by the week, at least 20. He overworks me a lot, and I'm proud of it.
And then next thing I do, it's roughly 4 o'clock right now. I like to go into a deep stare, a really deep stare. I don't really like to move much. Just stay locked in, focus on my goal. I don't like to move much.
To get a lot of stress off my mind, I go to my lawn, I lay there and pull out the scissors and start cutting the grass. I can't afford a weed cutter or a lawnmower because I don't get paid enough, but this does the job. I do it pretty good. I can check every single grass grain. It takes me about 10 hours of my day to do a quarter of the lawn.
After I stare outside for about 30 minutes, I come back in. Staring outside really changes my physical appearance. I really just can't explain it. But that's almost wrapping up my day.
Before I go to sleep, I gotta edit some videos, which I'm doing right here. Actually, this video is what I'm editing right now, and you can hear my boss in the back yelling at me more and more, louder and louder, getting in my ears, and telling he has my family hostage.
And then I go back to where I was previously. I open my computer, ready to work on it in the morning, and then I close the blinds roughly 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30, and then I knock out.
I like to do the same routine when I'm about to go back to sleep. This is about 4:30 also. I give a couple of stretches, stretch to the right, stretch to the left, touch my toes. That's part of my routine basically. I love stretching. It gets me hyped up to sleep, and then I knock out.